EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, 43.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This this is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
15.
Motion man is Schwartz. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
43.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
15. Easy. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Now Thomas. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Thomas. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 26-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, dribble it, dribble it. Right side.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Attack, attack.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Yellow. Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Attack.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check mash, check mash.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
18 rattle, 18 rattle.
Thomas will look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Drop 60, drop 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Yellow.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
57.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. This ball deep for Tony. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. There's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Come on. Hit. Back to 60. Mustang 19.
On 1st down, Thomas. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
60 boxes, 19 Lions.
To throw is Thomas. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Smash Bronco. Rig.
Now a handoff up the middle. Norwood. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Attack, attack! 43! 43!
Here's Pacheco once again. And some room to run now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
15, 15.
Motion man is Schwartz. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff now for Pacheco. Down to about the 23.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Yellow.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs had got it back to within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Chiefs 10.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be returned from deep in, and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Attack, attack!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. That all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
First down, Norwood. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their mobile, agile quarterback making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Chiefs 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
This is Pacheco. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chiefs 17.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
3rd and 11.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hey, rip it.
They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jags are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Thomas escaping the pressure right. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Thomas. That is caught, and he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Norwood. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Let's take it inside his own 40.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has the finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Well, he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And they'll run on 1st down with Jefferson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Thomas. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown, Jaguars. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Attack, attack!
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a run with Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
At the 45-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Hey, 43.
Back to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Jefferson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Now a handoff up the middle. Norwood. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, That's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now Thomas. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's fourth down.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's a give to Jefferson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready up.
And they take a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you.